come with your goons, I'm bringing my gang. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We gotta get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to work? I'm ready to work. Are you ready to work? If you are, then go out and prove it to me. Show me what you got.
Ready? Here we go, set! Let's go! Ready? Ready, break! Check go! Ready up! Hot, hot!
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next are the Texans' leader at quarterback. Your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Texans and the Browns, and it's all up next. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. The Texans had 5 and 6 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. This defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now first look at the NFL scoreboard. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Offense back out there along with Damian Pierce. From a week ago, he was up. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll go right back to Pierce. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Second and 9 now. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover. So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-home category, and they're really into that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's King. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're looking sharp, out early to attempt. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical. Going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Pierce now up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 24. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third downs. There was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven today that he wants to be the backup guy that his franchise can rely on.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by a run from the rookie, Dameon Pierce. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a 2nd straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. Off of play action, it's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, Any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Texans will take over. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Another carry for Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Really nice play there by Perrion Winfrey, getting through the blockers and making sure to stick him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackler used his strength and swallowed him up.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 14. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney wants a member of these Texans there on the stop.
Brings us 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Give to Pierce. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. From the gun on third, Watson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Watson looks to throw again. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. The big story in this one, of course, Deshaun Watson back in Houston where he began his career. Drafted 12th overall in 2017, three-time Pro Bowler as a Texan, and was officially traded to Cleveland back on April 27th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the offense onto the field once more, led by O.J. Howard. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that foul. Need to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Right side completes and Mechie. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 107 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Watson on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, it's Watson. And this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston set to take over. And not an abundance of time remains. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds Howard complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second and 2. Open man downfield is Johnson. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. They'll throw now on the final play. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Johnson as time expires in the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead on a final play and a half. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Broncos on top. Russell Wilson having as hot a start as you can. 4 first-half touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Being chased out left. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain. And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
115 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In on the tackle is the lineman, Perrion Winfrey. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the frame. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for it with Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that stretches the lead to 27. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. On the return from his end zone is Grant. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Chubb. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. first and 10. Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and